Hello, hello.
Friday. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, everyone. Hello, Kai, Gianluca, Nick, Dylan,
Yes.
Mario. Wow, what a rad lineup already.
Everything's working now.
Yeah, well, tell us if something isn't
wood.
working. We think everything's working. We have all the equipment back in the room now, post-NAMM, so
Yes.
if there's anything that you can't hear, please tell us. Yes, Mario says Happy Valentine's Day, and it is the happiest of V-days. Yes, all of the hearts
Valentine's.
and love.
Yes. It's hard to do that when you're holding a pick.
I know. I felt like I was blocking it with my pick.
You have decrepit hands or something.
But yes, happiest of Valentine's Day to everyone out there in the internet lands watching us here today on this lovely Friday, February 14th, here in the Riff Corner V3, where we live stream every other week on Fridays at 2:30 Eastern USA time.
That's right.
East Coast time. The only time that matters other than West Coast time. Oh, that doesn't work with the pick in your hand either.
Nope.
Bam, there you go. So, today, we have all sorts of cool stuff to talk about. We got through some tones, which was fun. We're going to do some more tonage. We're each running our own QCs today, our own little rigs.
Yep.
So you'll hear some fun tones. I didn't realize someone pointed it out a couple live streams ago that we were hardcore HS gang when we play these guitars.
Also Burst Boys.
And Burst Boys, yeah, gold, silver, and then HS. There's some pretty rad what's the word I'm looking for? Parallels here, yeah. Synchronicity even.
There you go.
Don't tell Sting I said that, he'll sue me or something. Which, by the way, would have loved to have seen his Vegas residency. But whatever. Yo, John, what up? Yes.
Hey.
Good to see you, dude. Signal Path, John Bleeker, for anyone who doesn't know.
Hey.
Ultimate rad guy who worked with us on the Ambient Espada vid.
Yes.
That you've probably seen drop on our YouTube. That's not on the board. We should not forget to talk about that.
Yes, for sure.
Kai says, all looking and sounding great today. Thank you.
Thanks, dude.
The gods of preparation and effort and a little bit of luck have smiled on us today.
Yes.
And we are here to bring you the tone. Brandon, sup, level boys?
Hey.
What's up, dude?
Hi.
And today we have all sorts of cool stuff to talk about. We're not just going to talk about the guitars. You know these guitars.
A lot of cool stuff.
We're not just going to talk about the quad cortexes. You know how cool those are.
Yep.
We're not just going to talk about Signal Path or Ambient Endeavors or Mark Johnston, because that's just one bit of the whole thing. We have all sorts of cool stuff to talk about today, namely, which I'm just now realizing is absolutely shadowed by
we should bring it up
by Joe being an absolute beast.
Here, teamwork.
Well, the problem is it's going to cut off the bottom in the frame. But
here we go.
Is this guitar here? I'll hold it for you for a really good view. This is the 7-string multi-scale Evertune equipped, multi-scale Evertune equipped Diablo that we built for NAMM in turbo orange. Give us a turn. There we go. With a roasted flame maple 5-piece neck and walnut stringers. Alder body, Hypernova pickups, stainless steel frets, locking tuners, all the normal BG stuff. This guitar is getting raffled away today in this live stream at the end of the live stream. If you haven't bought a raffle ticket, you can go to any of our social medias. It will be there. You can also go to Galabid. I'm going to drop a link shortly that's going to take you to the live drawing so you can see we're not cheating anybody.
Like it's hot.
Yeah, like it's real piping hot, like a piper, like a piccolo player. So that was a Sweeney Todd reference. So the Diablo multi-scale Evertune will be given away today. And yeah, I promise it's here. It's just in a shadow. So last chance to get in on the raffle. $50 a ticket, 2 ticket maximum per person. All of the proceeds go to support the fire relief in LA. Mm-hmm. Joe lived in LA for years. I lived in San Diego for years. We both know how rough that can be, and we both experienced that ourselves. Not with our own stuff burning down, but just getting super close to it, having to evacuate and stuff. So we're very much in tune with that, and we want to help as much as we can. So all of the money donated goes directly to LA Fire Relief. We don't keep a dime. We'll post all that stuff, obviously. But you win this guitar if you win the raffle. Like I said, $50 a pop. You can purchase 2 tickets. It's all on Galabid. It's on all of our social medias. It's everywhere. You can go look at it. We posted update stuff like today, letting everyone know that it was the last day. So we will do that raffle later in this live stream. Right. So you have about an hour to buy tickets if you haven't bought them.
Last chance.
Last time we checked, we had raised over $3,000. We're hoping to break that $4,000 mark. That would be really rad, even $5,000.
I think we're pretty close. I think we're at like 3,800 or something like that.
Oh, rad. So the guitar is cool. Whoever gets it is going to love it. More than anything, we just appreciate y'all supporting a great cause.
Yeah.
Because it's close to us, near and dear to our hearts. So that's the intro spiel. That's what we're doing today. Other cool things that we have going on as I catch up on a bit of the chat. What up, what up? Ambient Espada vid was 10 out of 10. Beautifully produced, Kai says. Dear Lord. Yes. Mark Johnson's in the chat too. What's up, dude? Neck is gorgeous. Thank you. Yeah, the neck actually is like super fire on this guitar. It has a really great flame to it.
Yeah, roasted flame maple and walnut 5-piece.
Good shout. Dylan, damn that neck. Man, everyone's commenting on the neck figuring. That's rad. All we're missing is Andrew. Yeah, someone dragged that dude in here. I know I believe he's out of town or having a good time right now. He got tired of talking to us for a little while. So he's doing his own thing. Hope he joins in. But yeah, Mark and John, Signal Path, both helped us with that really incredible Espada ambient video that we did. It's as good enough a segue to talk about that as any. It was such a cool process. We did the run of Espada ambience for this year. We also did some exclusive finishes with Andrew at Little Box, Little Box Effects. Be sure to check out our socials for all that stuff. But if you haven't seen the video on YouTube, you've been under a rock if you follow us, because we've posted so much about it, because we're so stoked about how good a job Mark and John and Andrew did with the video.
It's incredible. The videography, the cinematography,
all of it's rad.
Color grading,
the track
everything.
Is rad. The tones are rad.
It's awesome.
We got it's overwhelming support. It's our #1 performing video of like the last 12 months, and it's only been like 2 weeks or whatever. So that might say something about us too.
That's what happens when professionals do a video together.
Yeah, exactly. Sure as shit isn't the live streams out here getting the views.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's crazy rad. If you haven't checked it out, go look at it. Those dudes are amazing. Like we said, some of them are in the chat.
Plus the music's super rad. Like I want to hear a whole album of that stuff.
Yeah. So just
saying.
I think the first comment we got was something like Balaguer Tonal Dream Team or something like that. I was like, oh man, yeah. If I had unlimited money, these dudes would be getting paid to make all our demos because holy crap, they do an amazing job. So seriously, to those of you in the chat, thank you very much. Getting a sunburn in San Diego at the moment. Oh, that's what I thought. Okay.
Nice.
Nobody revealed that the grade is like 90%. Just like a look back, I see. Shh. Trade secrets. So anyway, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's on our YouTube. It's all over our socials. Mark posted about it. John over at Signal Path posted about it. Andrew at Ambient Endeavors posted about it.
Yeah.
It's all out there. Don't miss it because it's rad as hell.
Yeah. Internally grateful to those dudes.
Yes.
Super awesome.
For both being awesome people and for being extremely talented and making us look really good.
Yeah, and the collaboration. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, it was killer. Speaking of those guitars,
yes,
those have been available for pre-order for a while.
Mm-hmm.
They are here. They will begin shipping.
They are.
We're through with the QC, most of the QC and setup process.
Yep.
So if you pre-ordered one, you will expect to see it. You can expect to see it shipping in the next week or so.
Yep.
Same thing with the Little Box guitars. We are sending those over to Little Box next week. So all of that stuff will be making its way out.
It's Maiden Journey.
Yes, on its, well, technically its Maiden Journey was
to its final home.
There you go. I like it. It will be the conclusion of its odysseys. Their odysseys. So yeah, super rad. Mark says 2025 Balaguer sponsored record incoming. You heard it here first, dude.
With a calendar.
I was gonna say,
just
don't,
like the most mean looking.
Oh man, don't tempt us. That sounds so rad. Maybe we'll do like a fly out. Joe and I will fly out and just ham it up for a little while, and we'll get some cool content.
That'd be rad.
Because that would be awesome. Kai says we need a live 24/7 radio for ambient Espada demos. True story though.
That would be sick.
I don't know if this is, we try not to say things that like divide the community at all, but there is something that I will say, which is that most of the demos, clips, excuse me while I straighten that mic, most of the demos, clips and stuff that we've seen that are like top tier tone are people who've bought the ambient Espadas. Because I think there's something
correlation there.
Yeah, like you hear, I mean, seriously though, everyone, Mark and John and Andrew and Matt, everyone who's worked on those guitars and has put that stuff out, it like sets the bar so high that I think, we're up here like, we're not doing that. And like, we're just being,
just chugging.
Yeah, we're just chugging, and then these dudes put out like the best sounding freaking clips you've heard in your life. And
plus, like
everyone's like, "Ooh, we can do that."
Stefan from Pedal Zone has like an ambient Espada. He has a Rosewood one, and then Adam Dodson, who's like another ambient.
Ooh, I just saw his new video.
Player. So yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
that model has, I think, really opened the doors for us to a lot of people who maybe only knew us for more modern guitars.
Yes.
So that's why I say eternally grateful. It's awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
And with those guitars, we will also be sending out the Espada Limiteds.
Yes.
So those are complete as well, and will be making their way out. So we're giving the Espada Ambience a lot of love in this chat right now, but the Limiteds will also be going out. They're also rad as hell. We played them in a live stream not too long ago, and they rip. The other things that we have going on. John says Adam Dotson stuff is rad. Yeah, it is.
Yes.
Really? And Nick, shout out to the ambient vid. Yeah, for sure. Brandon says time for a US run of them.
That would be amazing. I would love to do that.
That actually, we've. So when we talk about the US stuff, it's something we limit, obviously, because we want them to be just as primo as we can possibly make them. So we focus really heavily on them when we do. That would be a cool idea.
It would, yeah. And I think, especially this year with the amount of U.S. interest that we got from dealers and distributors at the NAMM show, and some of the interest around the USA Seraph stuff, I think, I would love to do more USA runs.
Yeah, that would be super sick. So drop it in the chat. Get into the Balaguer Facebook discussion group, the BGFBDG, and you leave me hanging on that one?
What? Oh, yeah. Hold on.
And,
I got to come up with a different tagline than that, because that does
it's grating, yeah.
makes the crystals in my ear, get offset. I'm gonna just start walking around with vertigo after that.
You have to get rid of like the crystals in your pockets that you have aligned with your star signs and stuff.
Right. Yeah. Maybe like
sure.
something like that.
Sure. So yes, all that stuff is on the move. What else do we have going on? So all that stuff is shipping. That's good to go. If you're interested in other pre-orders,
yes,
things like the Mitch 6, which we released at NAMM. So Mitch of Silent Planet, we released his signature model at the NAMM show. It's a 28.5-inch baritone scale Espada.
Yeah, set neck,
his custom pickups, which are riffs on our Backwoods P90s that he designed with Joe.
Yep.
All sorts of cool stuff there. That pre-order is also is available now, is live and available.
Mm-hmm.
I can talk, I promise. Check that out if you're interested. If you're looking for a 6-string baritone, you'll be hard-pressed to find something that rad, in my opinion,
mm-hmm.
that is both that unique for a decent price, $17.99, like tricked out. Figured top, custom pickups, baritone scale, set neck, stainless steel, blocking tuners, the gist on all that stuff. But yeah, incredibly rad.
It's the same guitar Mitch tours with.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. So
nothing's different about it. It's literally the same guitar.
Yeah, so that's super rad. Mitch Stark, all around baller dude and sick guitar player.
Yeah.
So check that out if that's your cup of tea, your bag even. Other things that we announced, obviously the Multiscale Evertune.
Yes.
We also showed a couple of other cool builds. Other things that we have that are available for pre-order right now. The USA Seraphs, USA version of this guitar. In fact, there's one over there. I should have grabbed it, but it's mine. But the pre-order is still open. They are completing now. They're going to be shipping to us this month. They're going to start shipping to us this month. We're going to go through QC setup, and those will be making their way out shortly. So there aren't very many left. I think there's only 1 or 2 of each configuration. We did 6 strings and 7 strings. 6s are 25.5-inch, 7s are 27-inch.
Yep.
Check those out. And just check all the other cool stuff out that we have floating around. We're gonna have more cool stuff coming out. You heard it here, probably not first, because I think we've talked about it already, but there's gonna be other cool stuff. Keep your eyes peeled. That'll be released soon.
Yeah, in the next, I would say, week or 2.
Yeah, and the good news is it's not gonna step on your toes for anything you've already ordered that you already see. This will be for
different stuff,
different styles for different people, horses for courses, different strokes. It takes all kinds. How many more metaphors can I list?
I don't know.
Can I list? So yeah, all super rad. And all that stuff is available now. So good to go. Let's see. Kai says ambient Tartarus next. You should order one. Lead the charge.
I'm sure there's a market out there for maybe one person.
Yeah, Kai, apparently. Yeah. lead the charge.
Speaking of Kai, we have a Mitch Stark Espada baritone set aside for you as well.
We do indeed.
So that'll be cool to see a video on Kai's channel.
Yes, Kai, on Kai's YouTube channel, he will be doing the ballerist of demos.
Go check out his stuff, yeah.
Yeah, super rad dude. So keep an eye out for that. And then, let's see, Will. Oh, what's up, Will? Hey, fellas, what was the email again to discuss the... info@balaguerguitars.com. So
there it is.
General email, if anyone ever needs to reach us, info@balaguerguitars.com.
Yep.
Reach out to us about anything. Well, not like anything, but just about anything.
Almost anything.
Almost anything. We do reply. It is us replying in the shop.
It's true.
It's not like an AI bot or something.
Yeah, it's almost always either Jake or I. So
yeah. So feel free. Anyone has any questions about anything we're talking about, anything you want to see, go to balaguerguitars.com or send us an email at info@balaguerguitars.com.
It's Friday.
It is Friday. Or join the Facebook discussion group, the BGFBDG.
Oh no, my tuner's on.
Because it's a fun place. It's also where we talk about specs first and all that stuff, so be sure to check it out.
Yes.
It's a great hang. Super positive vibes. We're not into the whole, like, make it crazy thing, so come hang. Instagram, YouTube, check out all our other stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, follow us, like us. We need validation. Just kidding, we don't. But we would appreciate it because we love you, especially on Valentine's Day.
That's right.
It's so good. That guitar's insane. Thanks, Mark. Yeah, it is super sick. So, other news. Next month, if you're in the UK, the UK area, I don't know what I was going for.
If you're in the UK.
If you're in the UK or anywhere near
any of those countries.
Yeah, France, if you're going to go across the channel, or anywhere that you can get there quickly or cheaply, or just because you frickin' feel like it, we'll be in Birmingham in the UK.
That's right.
The first, last weekend in February, first weekend in March for the guitar show.
Yeah.
You may know that we frequent the NAMM show every year. We also attend Guitar Summit in Germany. This will be our first year at the guitar show in Birmingham. We're super stoked about it. We're bringing some super cool stuff. Joe has something he wants to say.
Yes. I was told by someone who has been to this show that it is called Birmingham.
Wow. Really? Birmingham.
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, but
sounds like
figured I'd mention
sounds
it.
like Burning Man.
Burning Man.
I'm never going to say that right ever.
Birmingham.
Yeah, Birmingham. It's like the reverse.
It's a tongue twister for sure. I'm excited.
No, I'm super stoked.
Yeah.
I have never been to the UK. Joe has.
Yes.
And so if you see someone proposing to me on the London Eye, you'll know that it's Joe. But yeah, going to be super rad. Yeah. We're going to spend like 5 days in the area and 3 days for the show.
The show's March 1st to the 3rd, I think.
Yes, first weekend of March.
First to the 2nd, something like that.
Yeah, it's a couple days at that weekend. Yeah. Look it up. There's a website. Google it.
Somewhere. The internet.
Kai said, found out about the Birmingham show too late, so I won't be making it. Just booked my plane tickets for Guitar Summit, though. Hope to see y'all there. Rad.
We will see you there.
We will definitely be there. We have the booth booked and everything, so 100% chance you'll see us there, which is rad. Can't wait to hang. And we'll let you know how Birmingham is because we've never done it.
Yeah.
Meeting with some cool people that we know, though, so that'll be fun. Okay. I think we should riff for a second to
drop that link too.
To vent a little bit of energy. I'm going to drop a link in the chat. This link is a public link that's going to take you to the drawing area for this guitar,
yes.
Which we're not going to do this second. We're going to jam a little bit, then we're going to get onto that, and we'll work through everything. So I'm going to drop that right now. Brandon says, Joe, are you still doing heritage builds?
Yes. So we have 2 heritage builds in the other room, and I have a third one that I'm going to hopefully try and finish in the next month or so. But we had 2 heritage builds over at the NAMM show last month.
We did.
Yeah, it's really whenever I get the time to do so. We've been kind of slammed this past year with just catching up on all the production stuff. But yeah, I'm hoping to ramp that up now that we have a new CNC here at the shop. We have a new paint booth. So
we do.
Hopefully things will start increasing in that regard.
Yes. Increasing. Buoyed by CNCs and paint booths.
Yes.
Yo, Paul, what's up? You getting a better spot at Guitar Summit this year round? I don't mind going to the 3rd floor otherwise. Yes, we purchased a larger booth. So I can't promise they're going to put us in a better spot, but at least it'll be a more comfortable spot to hang. So you and I and John Connor aren't just blocking traffic for like 20 minutes straight.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, shout out. Paul has a sick YouTube channel. Be sure to scope his stuff out. He also was a great hang at Guitar Summit and has become a solid friend of myself and BG. Also was the guy who largely introduced us to John Simmons. Nice. And Mendel and a couple of other really cool people that were hanging around at Guitar Summit. So be sure to check out his stuff. But yeah, I think we should. Will we ever see a 12-string Balaguer? John Bleeker wants to know.
Possibly. It's not something we're looking to add anytime soon, but we have some cool stuff in the works this year that I don't want to give away too much about just yet, but
there are some.
It's the most compressed, clean sound I've ever heard in my life.
Because I had the volume way down. I
Nice.
do have a little bit of compression and chorus on my clean sound and reverb and delay because
80s. I like it.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the classic cleans. So I think we should riff a little bit. Speaking of classic cleans, why don't
Sure.
I'll drop John Connor as in Terminator 2. No, John Connern as in
Nice, Brandon.
super sick guitarist extraordinaire. Does a lot of the neural DSP demos.
Yes.
Amazing guitarist, rad hang, and just all around awesome dude that I look forward to hanging with every time we get to go somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Although yes, he could probably also destroy Skynet.
He's a talented guy.
Yeah, he's a very talented guy.
So what are we doing? We playing?
Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna riff a little bit, and then again, we're raffling off this guitar today. I dropped the link for the actual drawing, but you can use that link or any link on our socials to go to Galabid. Tickets are $50 a pop. You can buy up to 2 tickets, and you could win this guitar with that raffle. All the proceeds from that raffle go to supporting the LA Fire Relief everything out in California. We'll post all those details, but just so you know, that's where all the pennies go. And while you're thinking about that, we're going to riff a little bit, and then we'll get on with the show.
Yes.
So here we go. Come with me if you want to riff. Come with me if you want to riff.
Heavy.
Why not? Just trying to choke my own spit over here.
Dude, yeah. What amp are you using?
So I am using that amp right there. That one. You see that? Yes. It's a Balaguer Uber Ultra.
Uber good.
Excuse me. It is uber good. I have been an Ubershaw fanboy for a long time. I had a Rev Blue for a long time. It was my #1 amp for anything with gain on it for quite a while. I gigged it for 2-3 years in California when I was out there. Sick amp, loved it. Sold it when I moved up here with a bunch of other stuff. Got a QC. It's been sort of my main rig. I was missing a little bit of a vibe, so I scooped up this bad boy. It's the EL34 version. I captured it in a million different ways, but this is the main tone. It is just the amp. No boost, no anything. It's got like the slightest amount of reverb. The cab IR is the stock Bogner 4x12 that's in the QC. I think I've got a 57 and a 160 on it to give it a little more that clank. But it sounds like this.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it's rad. I have yet to get it dialed in exactly like the amp. I really like the amp sound, but it's close. It's definitely nearly there.
For sure.
I'll know once I listen back to this live stream just how good it came across.
As we do.
As we do.
And we're like, oh no, that sounded bad.
Yeah.
Like, oh wow, that sounded good.
Yeah. There was a live stream a while back, and Joe will demonstrate this tone because it's the tone he got the compliment on. Kai actually dropped a comment and was like, yo, that was the best Balaguer live stream tone ever.
Sweet. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So I'll let you talk about your tone then, because I believe this was the tone he was referencing at the time.
Yeah. So I am using a Dietzel Herbert amp capture, channel 3 specifically. It was of the actual amp that we had here at one point. And I'm going through Mesa Boogie 4x12, traditional 90s V30 cab IRs, I think they're called, like the neural.
Yeah, it's the
Mesa
stock
cabs.
90s Mesa standard cab, not the oversized.
It's a 57 and a 421, I think.
57 and a 120.
121, that's what it is, the ribbon mic, with just a little bit of delay. It sounds like this.
Let her rip. That tone nasty.
Does the thing.
Dude.
For sure. It sounds good.
Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, there's no boost or anything on it. It's just the amp.
I'm telling you, we're listening to that through our monitor, which is just a powered
Little
PA
wedge.
speaker. And like, it sounds better than 80% of big rigs that I've heard in my life. Like, that freaking amp sounds so good.
I just captured it with, we have like it's a Mesa IR Plus cab clone.
Yeah, you might be able to see it. It's over my shoulder.
Somewhere on the shelves over there with all the other pedals. But we just use that for capturing the amps here at the shop. Just capturing it with no baked in cab or anything like that.
Yeah, it's just the amp.
Just the amp itself. And sometimes it comes out great. And sometimes it doesn't because I screw it up. But yeah, I mean, if anyone has a QC out there and they want this tone, just add me on the Neural app and I'll send it to you.
Oh yeah, Joe it's Balaguer Guitars.
Yeah,
that's the company deal and the username that we use for Balaguer stuff. I'm Jacus Urungus, in case you're interested.
But yeah,
and yeah, there's a bunch of cool stuff up there. But yeah, that tone absolutely kills. Kai says all Jake needs is an Evertune, an Ubershaw, and a pinch wheel. And you ain't wrong.
You're a simple man.
I'm a simple man with simple taste. You know, what can I say?
Yeah.
I was raised in the realm of humility, needing only minimal gear. It just has to be the best gear in the whole world. No, I do legitimately. Obviously, we sing the praises of the Evertune quite frequently, but I do for like the daily riffing. Just give me the Evertune. It's too good to be like, oh no, whatever. It sets up just like every other bridge.
Especially for heavier playing, it's kind of a godsend.
Yeah.
As far as defeating string arcing, where like your intonations all going out of whack and everything.
Yeah, especially if you suck at controlling that stuff like I do, which is like you can go back and watch live streams of me playing hardtail guitars, and I do think it gives you a little more finesse, you know, with bending and stuff and vibrato. But like, if you're like me and you play with a heavy hand, either literally with your left hand or the way you hit the strings, like I do, you tend to push everything a little sharp,
Sure.
and it just helps with all of that. And I don't have to screw around with string tuning all the time, with tuning all the time, or string tensions or anything. It rips.
Yep.
Highly recommended, and definitely goated. Signal pad. No, wait, sorry. Yeah, John says reminds me of the Lines by Beartooth.
Oh, nice. That's a sweet band.
Yeah,
I actually
like
I
Beartooth.
always heard about them, but then our buddy Fluff, Ryan Bruce, I think posted about them or something at some point like a few years ago, and I was like, oh, maybe I should check them out. Sick band.
Yeah, no, it's a good sound too. It's like it's a cool open sound, which I like.
Yeah.
It's not like a crazy dense mix. Good
For
stuff.
sure.
Brandon says I just suck in general. No, you don't. Kai says my hands need the Evertune, especially with tall frets. Yeah, I mean, I like I'm happy to say that I like our fret size, kind of like that medium jumbo place where it's not too tall, but tall enough to really get underneath it where you can get the action a little lower, which I'm not like a super low action player, but it's nice to know that I have the option to drop it a little bit because you can kind of get under the string a little easier to me, which I like. But good shout. So some jamming, some tones, some catch-up stuff, some absolute goats in the chat, and this boy. So I'm going
now the
to.
time?
I think now's the time.
Uh-oh.
So I'm going to.
Let me do a switcheroo.
Pull this stuff up. Oh yeah, you should riff on it for a bit.
Switcheroo.
As soon as Joe touches it, you'll be expected to pay an extra $500.
No.
Let's see. So if I pull this up, if you're in the chat, and next custom finish run, Nick says, probably not too far away. We like doing the custom finish runs. We just only do them once or twice a year because of how labor intensive they are. Not just for the quality of the finish work, but it's just a lot of work for us to make sure we're getting you exactly what you want. But it shouldn't be too much longer. Joe's gonna maybe riff on this a little bit, and then we'll go ahead and raffle this bad boy off. If you bought tickets, drop it in the comments. Let us know that you're super rad and support LA Fire Relief. If you didn't, that's okay too. Well,
wow.
that's about that.
I haven't played this for maybe a few days because we've just been playing, all the guitars that need to go out, and forgot how thick this boy is.
That is seriously wild. What a big sound.
Oh, you know what? The mic's on the other guitar.
Oh.
So I probably sound super quiet right now. Sorry.
There you go. Put it on your collar, dog. Or your frocket.
My frocket.
Your frocket. Front pocket.
My front pocket.
What do you call it?
I don't know. A pocket, maybe.
Front pocket, dog. Frocket. Yeah, it did, Brandon. And thanks, Mario. Yeah, it's an absolute piece of a guitar for sure.
And some pretty prestigious players played this at NAMM. Just saying, not that it really adds any value to it, but it's got some mojo now.
They do.
Dino from Fear Factory.
Dino played it.
Craig from a bunch of different bands, really, but Deeds of Flesh, and so many other players, so many other cool people.
Pat.
And Pat, our buddy from Fit for an Autopsy.
Lots of riffage was had on this beast. And it's one other cool unique spec that I'm reminded of as I look at it is the
orange
Lumen
finish.
Lay. The what?
The orange finish.
Yeah, well, that too. Kind of hard to miss. The Lumen Lay front dots too, right?
Yes, there are Lumen Inlay side dots as well as the front face dots. The offset dots are Lumen Inlay as well.
Yeah.
With the satin turbo orange finish, Hypernova slanted humbuckers.
Yep.
Obviously the multi-scale Evertune.
Yep, roasted flame maple neck, 5-piece neck.
Rich light fingerboard.
Rich light fingerboard.
So you don't got to worry about fret sprout or anything like that.
Yeah, holla.
And locking tuners, and it's a killer build.
My well, what's up? Sounds massive. Yeah, it does. It sounds massive in the room too. I'm glad it sounds good out there. So I'm gonna lose the chat as I pull this up. So apologies in advance.
Uh-oh.
But I'm gonna close this now. So I'm giving you literally 10 seconds. So if you're doing it right now, I'm gonna count down from 10, and if you're doing it, just shout out in the chat so that I don't cancel it while you're trying to do something cool. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, what's up, Matt? Just saw Matt popped in. Matt from Drop D.
Oh, yeah, what's up, dude? Playboys. You know it, playa. Matt, purveyor of fine guitars over at Drop D Guitars, all around rad, amazing guy.
Also, it was good seeing you at NAMM, dude. Sorry we couldn't chat for very long.
Yeah. Okay, let's do this drawing. So I'm going to close this. Bam. You will be able to draw. I probably shouldn't read this out loud, should I? Draw prizes, blah, 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 blah. Will not be able to purchase. Yes. I've not done this before, so cut me a little bit of slack.
All right.
There we go.
What's it say?
Well, it doesn't. I have to click the draw. Each time a raffle is drawn or redrawn, the winner is automatically notified.
Yeah, you got to hit draw, and then it'll do the thing.
All right. Well, here we go.
3, 2, 1. Oh. No way, dude. No way.
What?
No way.
That's so funny.
Okay, can we talk about quantum entanglement for a second?
Yeah, or kismet or synchronicity or
because
whatever.
This is all automated, by the way.
God.
So Galabid is a specific service.
You can go
raffles.
to the link. It shows you what I just pulled up. We're not lying or making shit.
So the reason why this is so strange is because we just posted on social media today. Our buddy Chris Sutton from High Impact Audio, he has a select custom on order, which he paid for. We just posted that on Instagram today as a guitar, and I posted it today because it was like has this pinkish reddish burst. It's our Nightmare burst over Poplar Burl, and I was like, oh, this is a cool guitar to post for Valentine's Day. And we sent him his pictures today to update him on that. And now he just won this as well. Yes. That is crazy.
So Chris,
out of however many people, 80, 90 people that did this?
Yeah, so they don't tell me the total number, but I will look it up right now. So Chris has been notified, which is absolutely freaking insane. So if I go to conclude raffle, then
that is wild.
Once the raffle has been concluded, yes, send. Sweet.
Well, congratulations, Chris.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
That is amazing. Happy for you, dude.
Yeah, Chris has always been just a great hang. He shows up and hustles. He has a killer YouTube channel. He and his wife both are so nice. Yep. Hang with us in the booth. They've come by for the last 2 NAMM shows. They hang with us, and they're so just humble and nice to hang out with. So it always feels good, you know, when it goes to someone who deserves it, and he absolutely deserves it.
Thank you to everyone who contributed.
Yes.
Really super stoked that we're able to send all this over to the Wildfire Relief Fund because, wow, that's amazing.
I should probably pull that info up too.
And Chris, if you watch this or if you got the email and you're not on here, we raised a total of $4,000.
Yeah, $4,000 on the nose.
So thank you so much to everyone who contributed. Yes. It's amazing.
Yes. And almost 70 people.
Yeah. So actually, it's a little more than that. It's $42.85 we raised.
Oh yeah, that's like the goofball stuff. So the actual payment was $4,285.10.
That's amazing.
Which is crazy.
Yeah.
Thank y'all. So seriously, that's crazy. We didn't, we never know what to expect with that stuff. Sometimes it's like, I don't mean this in like a weird way, but you'll give away a $2,000 guitar for like $500 because not a lot of people might want to participate at that time. This is something, like I said earlier, it's near and dear to Joe and I, the LA Fire Relief. And yeah, just thank you so much, everyone who contributed.
It's awesome.
Seriously.
Well,
and it's good to know. We promise you it's going to a good home because Chris is an amazing guy, and he is.
And I promise we didn't plan that because Galabid specifically is like a very legit platform to do raffling, and they do all of the automated, winner choosing.
Yeah. You could have followed the link that I posted. There's no tomfoolery
it's
here.
all in there. But
congratulations, Chris.
Amazing.
And we'll talk soon. I literally emailed you 2 hours ago.
Yeah, that's
so we'll talk again soon.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Anyone who's been, by the way, story time. Anyone who's been around Balaguer physically, like if you live in the area, if you've come to Gear Fest or anything like that, you will know that there is a really strange recurring thing where we do random drawings and it always seems ironic. Whoever wins, it's always ironic. We don't know how. We never know how it's going to happen, but it happens every single time.
Well, it started where we have this event that we do every year called Gear Fest.
Yes. Sort of an open house at the shop for everyone to check
Exactly. It's like an open house hang type of thing. Everyone's invited. And
be on the lookout.
Yeah, we're going to do one this year as well, later in the year when it's warmer. But there were 2 consecutive years where the same person won a guitar each time.
Yeah, the grand prize, we do giveaways. The grand prize in the raffle is always a guitar.
Yeah, and it wasn't like a close friend of the brand. It was a customer who ordered guitars from us in the past.
Yeah.
But he's local. And and the second time, people recognized him from the previous event.
It was wild.
And they were like, how did you win again? You're not allowed to come back here next year.
It was wild.
And so anyway, was it Matt or Mark Bancroft? I can't remember his name, but
that was years ago now.
Yeah, I think he's in a band called Danger Club or something like that. But anyway, wild.
Yeah.
And that this happened the way it did. And I'm so glad that we got to do this and that everyone out there was so supportive and generous. And I will be also donating some of my own money on top of this donation to get the biggest impact we can to the Wildfire Relief Fund, because there's people out there that are still displaced. There's also some of our buddies who are also artists of Balaguer and friends of the brand are out there fighting the fires as firefighters from LA County. So, Brent Waterworth out there, shout out to you, dude. He's one of the LA firefighters who's constantly been out there fighting this stuff. And we have friends and friends of friends who have completely lost all of their gear and their homes. And, if you weren't able to get into this raffle and you want to spread the word, there's a ton of other charities out there that you can even just share on social media to help out. So, but thank you so much to everyone who was involved in this. It truly is super cool.
Yes. And we will, like I said, we'll do a post, announcing Chris, if you're not in the live stream, or if anyone was not in the live stream, we will do a post announcing it, announcing the relief donation and all of that, so that everyone can see. And if you want, like Joe said, to contribute on your own, you can. Like Joe said, we will be. And just thank you again, as Joe said. Just super cool.
Chris, you must have been manifesting this or something.
Yeah,
seriously. That is wild.
And I think
we just posted his other guitar today on social media. It is crazy.
My dude's having a good day.
For real.
Good on him. That's awesome. So with that, we're going to start winding down. If anyone has any questions about anything that we talked about today or anything else, you can always shoot us an email, info@balaguerguitars.com.
Yep.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Be sure to join the Balaguer Facebook discussion group, the BGFBDG. Because that's where we talk about cool stuff. And
huge.
It does sound so big. So super appreciative, as always, to anyone who made it into the live stream, hung out with us, did a thing. We're going to sign off. We're going to jam a little bit, some goofball stuff. We're going to shut it down. Hope everyone has a good weekend, has a good Valentine's Day. And we'll talk to everybody soon. I'm going to lightning round these last couple comments while Joe switches to a drop C guitar so that we don't have to do math and transpose anything.
So I don't have to look like a fool on a 7-string.
#fool.
Your boy doesn't go that low.
Kai says he wouldn't stop talking about that guitar after I sent him the teaser. Yeah, and thanks for letting him know. Yeah, he was real stoked about it. We had a long conversation. So there's something, like we said, kismet, whatever,
Yeah.
quantum entanglement. I don't know what my dude was doing, but he was doing it. Plaque, hey Joe, it's Aaron from MI. Loving the Tartar is still nicest guitar I've ever owned played.
Dude, Aaron, man, it's so good to hear from you. Aaron and I went to lutherie school together out in California, and we used to jam with each other in my old apartment in Hollywood, California.
Nice.
And that was
Hashtag Hollyweird.
however many years ago now, 2009. Oh my Lord.
Don't count.
But Aaron is a sick guitar player. So, dude, awesome. Great to hear from you.
Yeah, and join us again or reach out.
And he has a sick Tartarus build.
He does. Oh, I remember that one.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
you saying it was going to your boy.
Yep.
Yeah, super
Yeah.
cool. Okay, well, we're going to riff a bit.
Yes.
Apologies in advance for the riff salad. And yeah, thanks to everyone who dropped in. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Special shout out to Matt over at Drop D and Mark Johnson and John Bleeker over at Signal Path for dropping in.
Yeah.
So many awesome people dropped into the chat today, which was always
Super
amazing to see that. Be sure to check out our YouTube stuff. Check out the new video that dropped about the Espada Ambient.
Yes,
It's
please.
super rad.
Go subscribe to their channels too.
Yes, subscribe to everybody.
Yes.
Everybody. Kai, Paul, so many people in the chat have like really killer content, and we love working with them. So be sure to check it out. And we're going to riff a bit, and then we're going to shut it down. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Let's do it.
Happy Valentine's Day, and we will see y'all later.
Have a good weekend.